Hey everyone, Optimus Wilbur here, and this video is not suitable for children under the age of 13. This is aimed at young collectors and adult collectors. Let's start the video. Welcome everyone back to another Optimus Wilbur reviews, and if you want to make Baby Grimlock happy, why not hit the subscribe button, like the video, share it amongst your Transformer friends, even leave a comment. That helps the video out so much. Continuing with Transformers Robots in Disguise 2001, or Transformers Car Robots, we have now Ultra Magnus. Now, what's unique about this Magnus is we've seen it being used again in the Siege line. If you watched any of my Siege reviews, I showcase how they've basically took the truck mode and made that from this into the new Ultra Magnus. Unfortunately, there's not much else you can say about this truck, as everything you see is basically it. There's nothing you can do different, because it is mostly just a combiner to Fire Convoy. But it is a great take on it. I got this back in 2002 and I paid roughly £35 brand new for them. And when you think in this day and age, that is roughly the price of Earthrise Starscream. It's insane when you think nearly 20 years ago, but obviously pricey inflation, stuff like that. But the bot is cool. I've always digged them. And he was like my Ultra Magnus to my Armada Prime, because I never had Fire Convoy at the time. So I was happy to have this Ultra Magnus, or God Magnus as he's known in Japan. So the same with Fire Convoy. If we come down to the tyres, we'll zoom in nice for this, sharpen up. He's got a nice Transformers lettering going across. And if I come to the back, you can just make out God Magnus. Again, rubber tyres, they feel fantastic. Mine's are still going good. Everything on them is actually fine. I actually changed the batteries on him as well. So if we were to press the button, and you have to push in different buttons to get different sayings. So if we push in a button that's under this part, he'll shoot like a bazooka rocket, and that's all to do with his gun, this being it. Now, it can sit on top of Magnus at the front or at the back. Unfortunately, my one only slides down one of the sides, and then the other side doesn't like to grip on. But to give you a rough idea of what it's meant to look like, if we take it, and we just put it on, that's roughly, that's Magnus's gun, which can be used in God Convoy mode as well. On the other side, it's the exact same. So if I come over and press the other button, and that gives a machine gun sound effect. And it's basically because you've got a cannon there and like a Gatling gun there. The missile launcher's up the top as well. Size comparison, I have nothing. I have nothing transformed on a truck. But if you watch the Fire Convoy video, I'll link it just now, that shows you roughly the size. These guys are long and they're big. And it was when bot building was great. It wasn't cheap plastic. They were really good. And they went really overboard. Well, look at the chrome. Just look at that front. And that is the reason I did the Siege Magnus to look like that. I just love that look of Ultra Magnus, just that silver metallic blue, which kind of matches the Fire Convoy metallic red with the gold Autobot logo. But as we know in the cartoon, he's a bit of a strange one, and how God Convoy all came about was he just basically tried to double cross Prime.
Now, Optimus!
Optimus, there may not be much time. I have something to tell you.
Magnus, please, help me!
I don't know if I can, Prime. I've come to make amends.
You have?
Yes, and I'm sorry. I didn't have to be jealous.
That's very good to hear, brother. But I don't understand what changed your mind about me.
I've seen some of the good deeds that you've done for the people of this planet. I can no longer be jealous when you clearly deserve your glory. Forgive me, brother, and accept my apology.
Thank you, Ultra Magnus. I do, yes.
You're just as gullible as you always were, Prime.
And that's all that came about. But you can put on any of the cars up here if you've got any of the RID cars. Some Armada cars can fit on top of that as well. I think if I can... Don't know if it'll fit. But there's Siege Megatron. And it's okay. It's okay, but he can fit on those tracks. So let's get him transformed, look at robot mode, compare him to Fire Convoy, and we'll finish up the video. And here is Ultra Magnus in robot mode, and I've attached the gun just so you can get an idea what he's like holding it. But he's not the sturdiest, as I remember. And it gives you a rough idea, he is quite long. But there's not a lot of movement in him because where the legs join is basically here. So these legs are very hollow. Now, if I take the gun off, and we'll take it aside, and I'll turn round. Hopefully he stays up. That gives you a rough idea. There is basically nothing behind them. And the backpack is heavy because that's where like the electronics are, for the voices and stuff. And you can see mine's is starting to go a bit yellow, especially in the arms and just where the white parts are. Just because this was always in the a transformation mode like this. It was hardly ever in car mode, truck, to be fair. And that was that. So when it comes to posability, really the only thing you've got is the arms. They can go all the way around, but they're kind of stuck on these bits, which are for the weapon noises when you push everything in. So when it comes to the figure being like this, it's just really... he's kind of display only, and that's the sad thing about it. But most of all, what he was really meant for was the combination for Fire Convoy, which I had to wait, like I said, until I could get it. So this guy stayed like this for God knows how many years. When I started collecting, this was one of the earliest ones I bought, and I still love him to this day, no matter what faults I have with him. Very tall. He does look like Ultra Magnus, and I love the colour scheme. Zooming on in the head sculpt, I do wish this version, I don't know if the Japanese one has it or the reissue, I wish that little symbol there was gold, just to match the front of the truck or when it's in God Convoy. But yeah, it's quite a hollow bot, especially if I was to do this. Yeah, it is quite hollow. But the thing is the backpack, it gives it a bit of weight. There is a lot of weight in this Transformer that keeps it standing up. So if we're going to go for the all-important size comparison, there's only one bot we can do it with because the two of them are going to combine next, and I might have a few little surprises in the next video because it might be a short video. But if we bring back in Fire Convoy, and that gives you a rough idea with the height. The two of them do have a bit of a height difference, but the two of them are great bots, especially when everything on Magnus combines to basically the body of Prime. I will have to take off all the attachments, you'll see in the video, but it's a great combination for God Convoy. It's going to look cool, and that was one reason why I always wanted to have these two guys together. I think having one and not the other does ruin that effect of God Convoy or Omega Prime, and the two of them are worth the pickup. Like I said, Magnus is worth it if you can find him at a reasonable price. It's just be warned, he is not the most posable bot. There's really hardly anything you can do with him, but as a collector's item, he is fantastic, especially to make God Convoy. So that will be the next video. Like I say, I've got a few surprises in it because it will be a short one because of the combination and looking over the things in it. So I've got a few surprises in that video I've managed to look out, and it's all to do with our ID 2001. So guys, as always, please keep safe, and I will see you in the next Optimus Wilbur reviews. Thank you for everyone to tune in today's video. If you want to make Baby Grimlock happy, why not hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. All new videos are always coming right here in Optimus Wilbur reviews. If you'd like to follow me in any of my social media links, all the descriptions are in the description box below. And of course, as always, I cannot stress this enough, I wish to thank Cybertronic Spree for allowing me to use their song Cybertronic Warrior as the theme of this channel. Guys, this is an incredible band that does incredible covers, and recently just done an amazing album of the Transformers 1986 movie soundtrack. Please follow them and all their social media links. I have every description in the description box below. Please check them out, and as always, Transformer fans, till all are one.